Hi darlings, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a wig curling video. Just kind of going over the basics on how to curl a wig. We are basically, I just grabbed a teasing comb because it helps section out the hair that I'm going to, or I guess the wig fibers that I'll be curling. Also make sure your hair is brushed through and everything. You don't want to curl a section of hair that has knots in it. It just probably won't hold the curl very well. I guess I'm not sure. I've never curled knotted hair, so. But wigs style on the cool down, not the heat up. So you need to heat up the fibers with a flat iron, or however you're styling the wig, hair dryer, whatever. So a flat iron, and then put the curls in, and then use the alligator clips to hold it into place, so that way it can cool down, and then that's when it holds its shape. This is an epic cosplay wig. Always make sure that you check the site and the description of each wig to know how high the heat tolerance is. Each wig is like, I can't think of the term. Heat resistant, there we go. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Each wig is heat resistant up to a certain degree. I will put this wig, I believe, is heat resistant up to 400, but I'll edit that in there. Arta wigs is what I usually use. I don't have very many epic cosplay wigs, but Arta wigs are usually like 425 is their max, but like 350, 400 is usually the recommended. So always double check, because not all wigs are heat resistant. Not all wigs are heat resistant. I'm gonna say that twice. If you try to heat style a wig that's not heat resistant, it will melt and it will cause problems. So please double check to make sure that your wig is heat resistant. These fibers do get super duper hot, so if you want to use heat resistant gloves while you're styling these, that's a really good idea. I use a heat resistant glove when I dye wigs, when I dye wigs, but also another method to curling wigs is using boiling hot water. I can go over that in another video, but I always use a heat-resistant glove whenever I'm dealing with, boiling hot water, so when I'm dyeing wigs and such.
Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Let me show you all the way. Let me show you all the ways. Oh, let me show you all the ways. Yeah. Let me show
You're just gonna go over the whole wig, basically. Start wherever you want. I'm pinning the curls halfway up because I don't want the entire wig curly from the base of the root to the tip of the strands. I want it to start halfway down. So whatever style you're going for is a personal preference on how you curl the wig. But make sure you get all layers and get even small-ish sections. If you want bigger curls, you're gonna need bigger curlers. These, I believe, are only 1 inch, so they're gonna get the smaller curls. I actually got these curlers at a yard sale. I got 3 packs. I think they're 20 pieces each, or like 15 pieces each, curlers each. They're vintage. I got them for like a nickel each. So I love going to yard sales. But yeah, so whatever curlers you want to use, there's also those foam ones that come with like a little clip. I have those as well, and I do use those as well. You'll see that, and I think I have a different video that I use those in. I think I use those for my Nightmare Rarity wig, actually. But yeah, so make sure you get all the layers, top to bottom and everything, and you don't want to take the entire section, in one curler. Otherwise it's not going to hold because it's too much bulk. So be very careful and, go in decently sized sections. They don't have to be super small, but decently. They can't be too big, is what I'm saying. As far as curling irons, well, technically you can use a curling iron on a wig to heat up the fibers. It's not, on synthetic wigs, it's not really, it doesn't make it much of a difference if you use a flat iron or a curling iron to heat up the wig fibers, because, like I said, wigs style on the cool down, not the heat up. So when you use your curling iron and you're curling the wig with the curling iron, no matter how long you keep it there, once you open the curling iron and let the hair fall out, it's not going to be curled, because wigs style on the cool down. So that's why you need to heat up the fibers and then put the curlers in. That's just how synthetic wigs that's how synthetic wigs work. There are many different ways to curl wigs. I'm not sure if I'm going to do, like a wig curling series and do, make a video for each way to do it. I may, just because I like using all the different methods, and I want to be able to have everything, I want to be able to have enough handy for other cosplayers to use, like information and such. But you can put the wig in curlers without heating up the fibers. You can just put it all in curlers, and then you can use a steamer, or you can, like I said, there's a boiling hot water method where you put the wig in curlers and then you dunk it in the boiling hot water for about 5 seconds, and then you put it on a towel. Well, I usually put it on a towel. You can put it on your wig head, doesn't matter. And then you let it cool overnight, which is what I do with any kind of curl. It's better to let the wig sit in the curlers overnight, because then it has time to fully cool and it's cool. And then you pull the curlers out the next day and it's all curled, and as you can see, I missed a little bit here, but we're done curling the wig, and now let's take it out of the curlers. It was a onesie day on this day. I woke up, I think this was shortly before Anime Milwaukee, and I just had a ton of errands to run, and it was super cold that day, and I didn't want to get out of my onesie. So have a onesie. Now, as you can see, now that the wig is curled, all of the the fibers they hold those curls really nicely. It wouldn't have done that if I had taken them out before the wig had fully cooled and set. So just go through and take out all the curlers, make sure you have them all taken out. And these curlers, since they're an inch, they're only an inch in diameter, they make really tight pencil, I'm not sure whether, I guess pencil curls, sorry. I like that style for this wig in particular. I have a variety of different curlers of different sizes that create different style and size curls. I would not use these curlers for like if I was going for like a beach wave type style. Just because it wouldn't give me what I wanted. So, like I said, the curler you use it decides the fate of the wig. So if you want bigger curls, you need bigger curlers. And you can either leave the wig as is, all the curlers. You can curl, yeah, so you can either leave the wig as is, or you can brush out the curls, which a lot of people do. Since these are the smaller, tighter curls, once you brush them out, they are going to look a little bit more frizzy, as you'll see at the end of the video. It's going to look a little more poofy, and that's kind of what I was going for, because this is my Poison Ivy wig. So that's kind of what I was going for. I didn't want sensual curls. I was kind of going for the old Poison Ivy look, where I was kind of, you could tell it was supposed to be curly, but it looked more big and poofy. Alright, all of the curlers are out. The wig does look nice like this, but like I said, I wanted to brush it out. Make sure you spray it with Got to Be Glued. A lot of people spray the wig when it's in the curlers as it's cooling. I think I had done that, I just didn't record it. I don't always, but yeah, it's good to spray it before you brush it out, so it helps keep the shape even just a little bit. And as you can see, here's what I mean by that kind of poofy frizzy effect. Brushing it out will also help loosen the curls so they're not as tight and just, they don't look quite as fake. You know, brushing it out will help it look a little bit more natural, like a natural wavy curl type style, which is what I was going for Poison Ivy. So you don't have to brush out your wigs. It depends on your preference and how you like it, but there's the basics on how to curl a wig with wig curler. Thank you, darlings, so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.